Good morning, wherever you are on the planet. Good evening. I guess with a wig, you can wear it however you want. So you can still do like the cool haircut I had when I was younger, one side shorter than the other. So there's that. So that's pretty cool, considering my head has been nanobotted since 2019, and I have showed pictures of what my hair actually really looks like underneath. We know that's a hate crime, and we know that's actually just the mastermind narcissist, right? The lazy that just can't heal. They just can't heal. And the refusal and the ignorance to do anything on their part is actually getting worse by the minute. I mean, look across the planet. I don't watch the news, but for the ladies and gentlemen that want to watch something today, her name is Lisa Bailu. I hope I'm saying it right. She's going to be reporting on Epstein. I believe it will be on her channel at 4 to 5. I'll try to drop the link in. I don't get into that kind of stuff, but I actually decided that now I am going to get into it. Do you know why? Because I've been raped for my whole life. And you probably have too if you're not consciously awake yet. And if you're still dumbed down and you're on cocaine and you're drunk, you probably are too, have been. But you're again thinking, I had the best family, I had the best friends, I had all the greatest of everything. And now you're just partying and dumbed down by these people that will never heal. So I'm here to get, again, the ones in the middle, the ones that still have a chance, right? Because the narcissist their refusal, and to push blame onto everybody else, to shame, blame, and reject everybody else because they've rejected themselves. Because we'll put it all together now. They are the rejects, 144 on the timer. So I'm going to get into something else real quick here. I did do some research on like my case. I've called a million times the RCMP, OPP, London City Police here in Canada, London, Ontario's finest, the Blue Boys. And I've also called victim witness services. I've also called human trafficking numbers to no avail, with no help with anything. I've also been put out of my apartment on October 17th to stay in hotels for 2 months until I found this Airbnb, spending $10,288 when I'm on a medical retirement. So again, today I can be grateful that I'm not on the street, because remember, as a targeted individual, the whole goal with these mastermind manipulators was they want you homeless. They want you to go check yourself into a hospital. Now, here's my thing. I fought for medical retirement years ago, but I also put down that I had a mental disorder. Now, do you want to know what the mental disorder was? Was the fact that me, now the empath, didn't want to go around any of these mastermind people anymore because I got screwed over at a government job. Very, very much a human rights file that should be started. And again, I could have done it by now. It would have taken 10 years, which would have been about 10 years now if I had followed through with that. But again, I still have all the pieces. I can still start it now and wait another 10 years. But is it going to take 10 years? I mean, think about the Indigenous people. Think about Sauble Beach with the name change. How long did that take? We'll keep putting this stuff out there. We'll keep putting it out there. And we'll keep not putting a blanket over top of abuse and saying things like, oh, he was just drunk. Oh, she was just joking. Or how about, I don't think so. Okay, those are just some variations of narcissism, which comes in. Again, this is the next point I want to make. Remember the song back in the day, back of the bus, we don't want them to sit next to us. Well, we're going to turn that fucking song around now, and we're going to put that out to the collective as back of the bus, I don't want the narcissist to sit with us. And again, keep in mind, narcissists come in all colors, shapes, sizes, and religions. So let's turn racism around, and then let's turn the back of the bus the fuck around. That no master manipulators, the clowns holding their mask up. We don't want you to sit with us. The healed people, the empaths, the ones cloaked in your bullshit energy for 49 years. Nah, we're not doing that anymore. 444 on the timer. So I am protected and you are protected. Remember, if you're an empath, if you can walk by a homeless person and feel the pain of what that person would be living like on the street, then you're an empath. If you can feel what it would be like to be raped, you could read something and think about how that would be, you're an empath. If you don't feel, if you don't care, if you keep turning your back to it, you're a sociopath, narcissist, and you're not somebody I would want to be with, because you're probably a predator, a bigot, false. Again, the mask. It's the mask. Right now, the masks are being ripped off, kind of like my hair was burnt and almost ripped off, right? Like today, I'm going to have to go get a haircut, but that's okay. How much time do I have here? I'm going to read one more quick thing. The RCMP. So again, in Canada, the RCMP, I think the only thing that would come close to it for around the world would be the FBI, I believe would be the closest thing. More than 400 RCMP members accused of misconduct, sexual misconduct, abuse of authority, and criminal code offenses. Another school in Toronto, 10 teachers were let go at a school called Bowman School, I believe it's called. Let me flip the page quick. And do you know what they're doing to them? So included with what they're doing now at the school, they fired all those teachers. And now what's happening with the kids, the parents want those teachers to stay. It was a good school. Everything was going right. You know what's happening to those kids right now? So again, remember my story about voice to skull. So again, solar weapons, scalar weapons, voice to skull. They can put stuff into the air to make people say. So again, right now, included unwanted touching at these schools, racial slurs. Children are tricked into saying racial slurs. Disrupted. The whole thing now is disrupted the learning behaviors. They're striking right now, and they're saying they're sick of bigotry, and that there's no more scapegoatism anymore. But there is scapegoatism. I'm the scapegoat of my whole city because of these mastermind pukes. So again, keep in mind, beyond voice to skull, the direct energy systems and military law enforcement and research that influence of stimulant human speech vocalization, part of a I can't read my writing, neurotech, psycho, the word psycho's there, psychoelectronic or acoustic weapons. So this is happening as I'm making the message right now. The weapons are all up my back with necromancy, and I'm going to keep talking. It's literally like someone's just got a fucking thing right on me, man. Laser plasma, talking. So there's talking lasers as well, long range acoustic devices, sonic weapons, remote neural monitoring your brain computer, read brain activity. So when I read all of this out, do you know what they do to me? Do you know what these masterminds think that they're doing and think it's funny? They've harassed me now all morning. They test it out on me. I'm the scapegoat target. They've tested all these things out on me. Back to the racial slur.